Hi dears, I'm dialing in here from Morocco, where we're spending a few days between Christmas and for New Year's. And this period, always after Christmas, coming up to the new year, is such a big one in terms of setting intentions, really starting new with the new moon, and also with Capricorn, which is a sign that's very much into planning, grounding. It's a great time to think ahead. Of course, everyone likes to do this in many different ways. Maybe you're coming through a hangover after the Christmas time, digesting all the family things. Maybe you're still with them, and it might be a busy period of your mom with a lot of kids around. But I would really invite you to take a moment for yourself to find a way that you can tap in to the new year ahead, that you can find a way to set intentions, maybe think about what you want to create next year. Some people are quite goal oriented, so they like to create goals with measurable outcomes around them, dates. So it's very much up to you and how you can manifest this. I have found that New Year's intentions always made me feel a bit pressured into getting them done, and then feeling like I've got to the end of the year and maybe not made it. And so I found other ways of creating these for myself. And the life cycle of the women's group coaching through the cyclical feminine flow, one of the ladies, Lenaik, helped me to put it all in her own way, in a cyclical way. And it's been so beautiful because I think the most important thing around our project, our work, our life, everything we do is why. Like, why are you doing this? What is important for you? So we've put that at the center, and then it's looking at your mission, vision, and values. Your mission, like of life, your vision of where the world or yourself would be in a certain amount of time, let's say. And your values, for me, are just such an important one because that's what we live by. That's what we're known by. We leave the world with nothing. We're born with nothing, we leave with nothing, but how we create the things is what seems important to me. We can create an empire having hurt people along the way. For example, in Qatar, let's say, a lot of people have gone against the World Cup because of how the stadiums were built. Or we can create things in an ethical way that feels aligned with us. So this is really important for you to figure out because values are different for everyone. And so I feel like it's important for us each to determine what are our values and how can we embed them into our daily lives, our project, our work, our families, and everything that we create in this world. And then when we come out to the outer part of this circle, it's also your essence. For me, the essence is something like a flower. The flower is the male structure, the physical thing, but the fragrance that comes through the flower, the smell, what she exuberates, let's say a rose, I'm just imagining a rose right now, that is the feminine, her essence. So I'm inviting you to look at both the masculine and the feminine essence of who you are, of the work you're putting out in the world and what that looks like, to familiarize yourself with it. And then in a cyclical way, we've got all the months around the year, all the seasons around that, and also the moon cycle. So you can really start planning in the 13 moon cycles in one year, what you can really bring out into the world, what you want to blossom, what you want to share, either in your personal life, in your projects, in whatever area of your life that feels important to you to focus on in the next year. And I just love this way of mapping it out. I've been doing it myself, and I'm inviting you, if this resonates, to do that. You can ping us. We'll try and find a way to send you this planner if this is something that interests you. And otherwise, if you're just looking at finding something to anchor. For me, it's very much like anchoring in the material, what it is you want to bring into the world. So if you're looking for something to anchor this, finding your ways. Maybe you're more creative, you want to draw. Maybe you like to do plans and maps and goals. Go for it, putting that out. But taking some time, if possible, between now and the new year to put these into concrete. Because when we start the new year, it's always like this new energy, this burst. Even though this new year is starting in a Mercury retrograde, anyone who's into astrology might be interested to know. But it's quite interesting to see how we're starting the new year, what intentions we're putting out there. And actually, interestingly, someone, I think from the Russian tradition, once told me that the first 12 days of the new year, every day represents a month of the next year. So how you spend those is how the next months are going to take place in your life. So I think that's also a very interesting thing to look at. So I mean, there's so many different ways of looking at it. What I'm just inviting you to do is to find what resonates with you, to plan it out for the new year, and to start it off on the right foot, to be ready for that. I, for example, spent the last few weeks cleaning out our home, preparing all the different things. So when I come back, I know that I'm starting afresh and ready to jump into this new year with all my plans, intentions, and everything I want to put into the world. I hope this inspires you. I'm sorry, my hand might be a bit wiggly on this video because I didn't bring a stand. But I hope this inspires you. I hope you have a beautiful time between this Christmas, maybe celebratory time, and year end, and can really drop into yourself in a moment and just feel into it. If it's written out, if it's meditating, if it's just getting really clear on it, so that you feel ready to start the new year. Have a beautiful year end. And I look forward to tapping in more into Mars Musings next year and finding a way, whatever resonates with you, to celebrate, or maybe there's just to meditate or sleep into the new year. And we will see each other in 2023.